Hi, my name is Tobias Grissom. I'm the founder of Stand Up Speak Out, an organization dedicated to spreading the word about the dangers of bullying. What I do is I go around talking to kids about the dangers of bullying and what I went through when I got bullied. From an adolescent to a teenager to an adult, the changes that it took me through. A lot of times as parents, we forget that our kids are people too, that our kids' feelings matter. A lot of times we forget that something small may be big to them, that we can't overlook the things that they may be going through on a daily basis. Right now, we're experiencing coronavirus, and school's been out for a couple of months now. A lot of parents are complacent right now, not thinking about bullying because their kids are at home. I mean, that's normal. A lot of us get complacent. But this video is to remind you that this is not the time to be complacent. This is the time to be more urgent if you was ever more urgent. This is the time to be checking everything that your child is doing. Kids are bullying online just as much as they are bullying in person. Bullying took me to the point of almost suicide. Bullying took me to the point of life-changing situations that probably wouldn't have happened if I would have done the proper things of letting somebody know sooner what it is that I was going through. And what I mean by letting somebody know sooner, being honest about how I felt. Stand Up Speak Out wants to be a voice and give a voice to those who are not heard. Be a voice for those who were silenced too soon. In other words, those whose lives were cut short, whether it be by suicide or whether it be by mass homicides. We all have a choice to make a change. So come inside, man. For those who are just meeting me, welcome. For those who've been supporting Stand Up Speak Out for the last few years, I thank you. All right? So enjoy the video. Come on inside to the desk, man, so we can sit down and talk. See you inside. I bet when you saw that, you was like, man, wow, over half of adolescents and kids have been bullied online, and even the same amount has even engaged in cyberbullying. You know, this happens every day because kids typically that cyberbully is more long term. It's an effect that can spread fast. You can put it up there, and they can get it going around the school, and you know they don't understand the consequences of their actions. I talk to a lot of kids all the time, and what I try to tell them is that if you're doing the bullying, and if it can be traced back to you, and if something happened to that person that you're bullying, either your parents can be charged or they can be charged. I like to always talk when I talk to kids and parents, explain to them that if, let's for example, say little Johnny was minding his own business, but little Johnny went over there and you told him to go home and he can just kill himself because he's just the ugliest thing in the world. And little Johnny do go home and do that, and they could trace it back to you. That's a criminal offense. The laws have changed now versus what it used to be, where they didn't have people protected from bullying. Granted, it's still, you know, from what I can see, it's still hard to enforce because you have to have something to enforce. You just can't enforce every time somebody complains. You want to call the police and it's supposed to be enforced. It don't work that way. Bullying laws are mostly enforced when the situation is more of a drastic situation. I give you an example. It was a young lady. She didn't think she's out of jail now. She was her boyfriend. She told him to, if he loved her, to go kill herself, to go kill himself. I'm sorry, and he did. He went. And he didn't do it at first, but they heard her talking to him. The conversations were recorded, and they could prove it. And she went to jail for it. So we have to really be careful, really be vigilant, and know what our kids are doing. There's nothing cute about having your kids bully and you're not doing anything about it, because the consequences are not worth it. And not only jail, but some of these kids, now that they're being bullied, are not taking it like they used to. These kids are either coming back to school with guns, they're coming back to school with knives. I can name you several stories of children who have used self-defense and killed other innocent children that had nothing to do with the situation. All right, so we're going to move on to number 2. More than 1/3 of children have had some form of a cyber threat. That's a high number. 1 in 3 children. Um, and let me say, these are statistics. These are statistics from studies that are made with a certain group of children. But I don't want you to take it lightly, because in all actuality, it's either worse or just a little bit better. But they're not too far from what it actually, or what is really going on. But 1 in 3 children are bullied from cyber threats. Now, what it could be, you just never know. The most important thing is, that's why you want to be active on your kids' social media, whether or not they like it or not. It could save their life and potentially keep you out of jail or keep them out of litigation. You don't want to be in litigation, and you don't want your children in litigation because of something that could have been prevented. Peer pressure is something that a lot of kids go through nowadays. And when I went through bullying, it was it was one at our time. We didn't have all this cyberbullying. So if it was tough for me back then, it took me through the stages that it took me through, from being isolated to domestic issues to depression and suicide. I can only imagine what today's bullying does. So that we going to discuss that further more in a live video. So if you're not following me, also find me on Facebook and follow me. But we'll get to that at the end of this video. All right, but that's another statistic I wanted you guys to understand. 1 in 3 children are bullied by cyberbullying or cyber threat. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It says over 25% of teens have been bullied through their cell phones or any other device or computer. That number is high for what reason? You have many kids that when they get bullied, the other percentage they're saying is in person. You imagine being put on social media at your worst. All right, let's just say, I want you to put this in your head. Say you're in a Walmart, you shopping. Somebody catch you at the wrong time and your pants just halfway down off your butt. And every other time of the day, you wear your pants up. You wear your pants up, you're respectful. But somebody just catch you at the wrong time and take a picture. Because that's the society we live in now. You take a picture, you post it. A lot of kids go through that now. It don't take much to start a rumor. It used to be a time where when we started a rumor, we had to be where people was to start the rumor. You don't have to be in that situation no more. You don't have to be in school no more to start a rumor. You don't have to be at work no more to start a rumor. All you need to start a rumor is social media, and for it to get shared over and over again. And whether or not it's true, it's beside the point. A lot of kids by that point get to the point of suicide, and it's nothing you can do to stop it. Well, you can, but it's hard to stop it, because at that point, most of the time when they get to the point of suicide, they don't make their mind up. I have seen kids from the ages of 7 all the way up to the teenage age of 16 have heard horror stories of kids commit suicides, hanging themselves. We have to still take cyberbullying as serious as we do bullying when we find out our kid is being bullied at school. So make sure you know what it is that's going on in their cyber life. And this next point is going to be the reason, or it's going to make you understand why I'm saying that. Make sure you know what it is that they're doing on their phones, okay? Next point. This is the point I said that we would get to the nitty-gritty of why you want to make sure you know. Well, you just read it. Over half of kids don't tell their parents that they're being cyberbullied because they don't want to be embarrassed about the actions that their parents take. Most kids now, they'll be like, I can handle it. My mama or my dad, or they don't need to know. I can deal with it. You know, it's they don't understand, because when we was kids, we thought our parents didn't understand either. But as adults, our kids treat us the same way. They don't understand. So a lot of times you're not gonna know what your kid is going through unless you go through their stuff. You know, it is what it is, man. I tell my son all the time. Me 12, he'll be 13 January, good Lord willing. No matter how big you get, as long as you're in my house, as long as you're under my authority, you will go by what the things that I say. So if I'm gonna check your phone, I'm gonna check your phone. Now I'll be first to tell you I do stand up speak out. I call myself an instructor, or some people call me an activist, and that's fine. But I'll be the first to tell you I get complacent sometimes and I forget, and I'll be harping on people. Don't forget to check your son or your daughter phone, blah, blah, blah. But I have to remind myself too, because I'll be thinking, since I'm the teacher, my son should know better. And that's not always true. Children are going to be children. I don't care if you're a preacher's kid or you're a bully awareness coach kid. Kids are going to be kids, so they have to be constantly reminded and re-grounded and understand that what they're doing is right or wrong. But man, look, this is just the beginning. This is something new that I'm trying. I'm trying something new to make some videos without going live, so that you guys can share the videos and comment and say something positive, man, to keep this organization going. I've been doing it now for going on this the third year. We're supposed to have our third bully awareness walk this year, but unfortunately the coronavirus cut it off. I'm thankful, I'm humbled by the people that have supported me throughout the years. I definitely am. But for those who haven't supported me, you have an opportunity to do so. I really hope you support, because Stand Up Speak Out definitely needs all the support that I can get, man. Bullying is not considered a real issue until it's an issue. And when it's an issue, it's too late then, because if somebody got shot up and killed. So I'm Tobias Grissom. Go follow my page of Stand Up Speak Out. That's the word Stand Up Space Speak Out. On Facebook, or you can add me as Tobias Grissom. That's TABIASGRISSOM. Or you can even reach me at standupspeakout706@gmail.com. That's standupspeakout706@gmail.com. So I'm gonna try to put information on this video. If I don't, I'll put it at the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. And please, as always, stay blessed, stay motivated, and most of all, love and appreciate our children for who they are, and listen to everything they got to say. Yes, you can. You are somebody. You can stand up and speak out. I'm Tobias Grissom, and I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me to church.